Greetings, dear viewers, and welcome to this. And I don't even know what I'm going to be calling this yet as I do this recording. I don't know what title I'm going to use or what have you. But just a quick heads up, this is going to be somewhat of a rough video. I'm not going to be doing a whole lot of audio editing or video editing for this one. I want this to be just sort of a me to my audience kind of thing. So this one's going to be a little bit rough. I'm not going to do a lot. I'm not going to put on those extra layers of polish that I normally put onto gameplay videos and stuff like that. So I'm not going to do a whole lot in the way of editing or, like, I guess what some would call work into this video. And yeah, it's definitely working on the video. It's definitely, you know, a work style thing. It does require effort and time and know-how and skill and all that stuff. But I'm not going to be doing a whole lot of that for this one compared to what I normally do for a lot of my gameplay videos. So as a result, you might hear me fiddling around with things in my hands and stuff like that, or on my desk. You might also hear like the heater turn on in the background because, you know, it's winter, that kind of thing. Just, you know, if you hear that sort of thing, that's the sort of, you can kind of come to expect that for this video because, like I said, this one's going to be sort of a rough one. Not really rough, but like, well, I've already went ahead and explained it. So yeah, there's that. So while I don't know what I'm going to call this channel, or sorry, I know what I'm calling the channel, right? While I don't know what I'm going to call this video, like what title I'm going to use or what have you, I do know what I want to do with it. And the first thing I want to do here is I want to give you folks a quick set of channel updates, just some things that are going on over here, keep you folks in the loop. That's one thing I want to do. That's one thing I've been trying to do for a little while now, is keep you folks in the loop. Haven't done a very good job with it, but I want to get better at that. And I don't know how much information I don't know how often I need to update the audience on stuff. I don't think it has to be very often to keep people in the loop, so maybe I am doing an okay job with it. Anyway, well, I guess one thing that I can mention right here and now is that if you don't follow my Twitter account, that's probably one of the best ways to keep people informed about things regarding my channel. There's a link in the video description to my Twitter account. I very strongly recommend you go follow that if you want to keep up with new videos and when I stream, and, you know, all sorts of updates and stuff that might occur, even things that may not be YouTube or gaming related, but that might affect the upload schedule and stuff. You know, things like that. If you want to follow what's going on around here, my Twitter account is probably the best way to do that because that's where I post such things first usually, because it's so easy for me to keep people informed that way. Anyway, I'll just go ahead and start talking about some of the bullet points that I want to talk about here. It feels good to be getting back in this YouTube saddle. It feels good to be getting back in that saddle. We're only 20 days into the new year here, and things are a little bit slow starting out, but I feel like I am getting some of the inertia going. I'm getting the swing of things, getting back in the swing of things, you know, and that feels pretty good. On that note, we are going to be going to a Monday, Wednesday, Friday schedule around here. Now, last year, throughout a long portion of last year, I was doing, I believe, pretty close to daily uploads. And yeah, I can do that, but it's very taxing. So to start out, and maybe for a while now, I don't know, this is something I'm testing, I'm going to go to a Monday, Wednesday, Friday schedule instead of a daily thing, because I do recall how much work and effort it was to upload daily for almost a year, you know, for a long time. So we're going to pull back a little bit. So, and I'm just letting you know that it's going to be Monday, Wednesday, and Friday in the mornings over here in the U.S. around 7 a.m. Centrals when you can expect the uploads to occur. I may miss a day or two. I may miss the scheduled time every now and then. But I am going to be doing a Monday, Wednesday, Friday thing. And I'm just letting you folks know that so you know what to expect and when to expect it. You know, the videos don't just pop up at random. You know, you know what's coming. And I feel like that level of consistency is just nice to have whenever it comes to your entertainment and stuff like that. All right, so in addition to the Monday, Wednesday, Friday thing every week, there may also be something on Saturday or Sunday. But that's an optional thing. That's if I have time. That's if I have the motivation. The Saturday or Sunday thing, you know, that's something that's going to be a little bit on the random side. I'm not sure if I'm actually going to do something on most Saturdays or Sundays. Obviously, there is one happening this week because, you know, we're getting this video on Saturday. So that's pretty cool. But that's the idea. Monday, Wednesday, Friday with maybe something on Saturday or Sunday. All right, so there's that. Just to keep you folks in the loop there. And I am still, because this is something that's been on my mind for a while, I want to mention it. I am still considering a Patreon. If you'll go back and watch my Let's Keep This Going channel talk video, I mentioned I was considering a Patreon and the reasons I haven't yet. But yeah, if you'll go to my channel and go to my videos and look for the Let's Keep This Going channel talk video, you can get more information about that if you haven't already watched that video. I do very much recommend that. But I am still considering a Patreon, which may actually come up pretty soon, but I'm going to do this Monday, Wednesday, Friday thing for now, and we'll see. We'll see about the whole Patreon thing. Again, that might be happening kind of soon, but I don't really 100% know how I want to do that just yet, so it's just something that's on my mind. Okay, so those are the quick updates for the channel that I wanted to give you folks. Now, I want to do something a bit new and different on this channel, something that I haven't really done a whole lot of in the past. I am going to go back through this past week's videos, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and respond to some of the comments on those videos. In this way, I hope to start up a dialogue and maybe encourage more comments on my videos, because truthfully, and I think this might be the case for a number of YouTubers, one of the most fun things about YouTube is getting to see how people react to your work. That's how it is for me. So the more comments I get on my videos, the more fun I'm having with this whole thing. And that's important. Well, to a point anyway. Like, there comes a point where, like, if there's like a million comments a video, I'm not going to be able to read them all. It's probably overwhelming. So obviously there's a point there. there's a margin there, or what have you. There is a limit. But yeah, in general, the more comments I'm getting in my videos, the more fun I'm having with this whole thing. And I think it's a lot more fun for viewers, too, to have things to comment about, you know? Like, if people are commenting, it's because they've been motivated to for some reason, which means that, you know, they have there's some reason that they're typing on that keyboard, or some reason they're typing a comment. So to have more stuff like that, and more reasons to be able to do that, I think it's just more fun for everybody involved. And by responding to comments in this fashion, I'm also hoping to stay in touch with my audience. I don't want to become, I want to be a YouTuber who falls out of touch with his audience, or content creator in general. I've seen it in the past where content creators, or, you know, game developers, or people who make TV shows or movies, you know, anything that comes out regularly, I've seen it in the past where they lose touch with their audience and they start doing things that nobody really wants to see or watch or hear or read, you know, that kind of stuff. And they're just so out of touch with their audience that, you know, it doesn't do their audience justice, you know. And I don't want to be one of those content creators. So by responding to comments in this fashion, I'm also hoping to stay in touch with you folks, with my audience. So I know I'm putting my efforts into the best games and content for everybody involved, me and you folks. And of course, to make sure that I don't, you know, go too far off the beaten path. That's not to say that I'm not going to go off that beaten path every now and then, because adventure is fun, experimentation is fun when it comes to content creation and stuff like that. That's what my whole channel has been about for a long time, is trying out new things, seeing what works, seeing what people think of stuff. I was a lot more like that in the earlier years on this channel, so of course I would like to still do some of that stuff, but I definitely want to just, and in fact this can be seen as doing that in a way, because I haven't really done a whole lot of responding to comments. I haven't really done a whole lot of that sort of thing on my YouTube channel in the past, not in video format anyway. So anyway, so I'm hoping that'll be pretty fun. All right, so let's get on to the comments here. And like I said, this is going to be very rough. I don't have them open up right in front of me right now. On to Monday's video. You're actually going to hear me clicking around here probably as I open up the image files I've made. All right, Monday's video is Escape from Tarkov Isn't All Serious. That was an Escape from Tarkov. Oh yeah, that was the one with a whole bunch of little clips. That was cool. All right, and on this one, a Mr. or Mrs. Aki Dust, I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, says, X, why is it always you who releases videos that gets me buying games, or buying new games? The way you experience and portray gameplay is always so enticing. Sometimes watching you play is more fun than playing. Well, I've actually heard this on a number of my videos before. Whenever I show a new video on my channel, there's a pretty good chance I'm going to see this comment, or a comment like it. There's a pretty good chance I'm going to see this sentiment portrayed in a comment whenever I put up a new video. And I think a lot of that is because I tend to focus on the positive, which can either be seen as a good thing or a bad thing. As a viewer, it can either be seen as a good thing or a bad thing. I've also heard it said that people buy games that I put up because they look so fun to play, and then when they play them, they notice for them what they consider to be negatives of the game, and maybe some of those things aren't as enjoyable to them as they seemed watching me play. And I think that, so you can kind of look at it two different ways there. While I focus on the positive, the whole thing is that I focus on the positive of things, and I just do that. I just tend to do that naturally when it comes to video games. Like, I'll play a game and I'll see that it has flaws, but if it's a fun game, those flaws just kind of they kind of take a back seat to the stuff that I know is fun, the stuff that I know is there. We can take Escape from Tarkov as an example. Escape from Tarkov has a lot of bugs and glitches and desyncs and latency, all sorts of stuff that could definitely be seen as negative aspects to the game. But I'm sitting here and I'm going through all that stuff just the same as everybody else. But I'm focusing on the fun stuff, the stuff that's like the really tactical things, the strategy involved, the playing with the putting weapons together and building kits and sharing the game on YouTube and Twitch and playing in squads or duos and stuff like that. Sometimes squads. Stuff like that. I'm focused. I'm heavily focused on the good more so than the bad, and that just kind of comes naturally to me whenever I play games. So I think that's a big part of why watching me play something sometimes might be more fun than actually playing it yourself. I think because a lot of people, they'll experience the negatives and maybe put a little bit too much focus on them, or maybe you're putting the appropriate amount of focus on them. Maybe I don't put enough focus on the negative things in video games sometimes. I don't know, but it seems to work for me. I have a whole lot of fun playing games, and I think that just comes through in the videos. So I don't know. That's the best way that I can answer that one. Okay. So, moving on, let's check out Wednesday's video, which was trying out Dead Cells. Oh, yes, trying out Dead Cells. What caught my eye in the comment section of this one was not any singular comment in particular, for the most part. It was just the fact that apparently very many of you wanted to see more of this roguelite gameplay. And I can understand that. I can totally see that. It's not a shooter. And I've been putting up predominantly shooters for the past however long now. From PUBG to Fortnite to Escape from Tarkov. So yeah, I've been putting up a lot of shooter gameplay. It's just what I've been having fun playing. So that of course is what's been going up on my channel. But something different now. I can definitely see people wanting to express that they want to see more of that. So that's what I'm seeing here in this. I'm seeing I saw a spike in views on this video. I see all of this support for putting up more stuff like this. There was even a mention of powder in one of the other comments. They're saying it's not powder, but this will do, stuff like that. So I guess roguelikes and roguelites are both content that you folks want to see, and that's important to me. So this is one of those things that by doing this, by looking at the comments and seeing this and talking about them, it more solidifies the idea to be like, while I may have noticed looking at the comments, and I may have felt that inclination saying, wow, people like this, I should probably put more of it up, or I should probably do something along those lines. While I may have seen that and then just kind of like gone about my day and stuff like that, being able to highlight it here and talk about it kind of solidifies the idea to me that you folks really do want more of this kind of thing. So yeah, I'll probably put up another one or two Dead Cells videos. I still have my reservations, thinking that the game perhaps is not the best for a series of videos, but I don't know. I could be entirely wrong about that, and I wouldn't mind having a fun time just recording the game and playing it and putting it up if that's what you folks want to see. I mean, I have fun knowing that my audience is going to have fun whenever I put up some of this content, and that's what I want to do ultimately. Is I want to put good stuff out there in the world. If I can if I'm allowed to get a little bit deep for a second here, I want to put some good in the world. That's my ultimate goal right now with my YouTube channel. Maybe in the past my ultimate goal was to make it like maybe in the past my ultimate goal was to make a living off my YouTube channel, something like that, or just have fun experimenting, or whatever my ultimate goals were back then. Maybe in the past that's what it was, but now these days, man, I gotta tell you, there is so much bad out there. There is so much negativity. And I'm talking about on a global scale. We're talking in the news, we're talking politically, but I'm also talking about because of the fact that the internet brings communities together the way that it does. When you have really large communities like those you find in PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds and those you find in League of Legends, even right here in our own little gaming communities, and things like Discord, they create communities around games as well. You get toxicity from all angles, all day, all night, every day, man. And we have to be able to weather this storm as a people. We have to be able to do this together. So it's my goal, man. That's what I want to do. I want to put positivity out there. I want to make sure people are enjoying the content that I put up and having a lot of fun doing it. Yeah, I want to have a lot of fun doing it, but I want people to have fun watching my videos, man, because I need to know that there's some positivity out there. Like, I love watching happy, fun, positive things. They lighten my mood. They make me feel better. It reminds me that not everything is bad out there. You know, that sort of thing. I want to be a force for good out there. That's what I want out of my YouTube channel. That's what I want now. That is my ultimate goal. And I haven't expressed that at all to you folks until just now. But that has been my goal for months now, for a long time. That's been my inner thinkings. That's what I want out of all of this. So I just want to make sure you folks are having a good time and that you enjoy what's going on on my channel. I think for the most part I've succeeded at that, but if I can amplify the effect, I want to find ways to do that. And, you know, that kind of comes back to the comments here. I'd totally watch more of this. We would definitely watch more of this. And nice looking forward to watch more of this. And more of this would be appreciated. You've got all this stuff saying, you know what, if you want to make us happy, you found one way. Here's one way. More of this, apparently, is the theme of all of these comments. So, that's pretty freaking cool. To me. So yeah, obviously I want to do that kind of thing. So I'm probably going to experiment, do a little bit more Dead Cells stuff. And I've been having fun playing the game off camera. I got to tell you, I've unlocked some cool new weapons. Maybe I can show those off to you folks. You know, that'd be kind of neat. Anyway, yeah, I just want to put some good out there in the world, and the more of it I can put out there, the better. I want to touch lives. I want people, I mean, you know, not in any major way. I don't want to be any kind of major influence on anything like that. I mean, if I am a major influence to somebody, fantastic. I've heard stories like that from people throughout the years I've been doing YouTube, and I love it. I love knowing that just by playing video games and commentating, I've gotten some people through some hard times, or maybe I've changed the course of their lives and things like that. I've heard that sort of thing, and that's freaking amazing to me, man. Like, at first, you're, like, really humble about it. Like, yeah, well, I'm just a guy with a microphone. But, you know, over time, you start to feel like, wow, that's an honor, you know, that sort of thing. But all I'm really trying to do while situations like that are, of course, while I'm honored for situations like that, what I'm trying to do here, what I want to do is I just want to put a little bit of light in your life. And if I can do that Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and every Saturday, or every now and then Saturday or Sunday, then that sounds fantastic to me, man. I just want people to, I just want there to be something out there for you folks to look forward to, or to I don't know, just shine a little bit of light out there. Like, even if your life is already as bright as can be, I want to put some more light out there. That's what it's all about for me. Anyway, that's that got a little deep there. So anyway, more Dead Cells. I heard you loud and clear. Let's go on to Friday's video. The Factory Scav Run. I liked this one. This one was 4 minutes long or something like that. But I think I did a good job with the commentary, and I liked the gameplay. I had a lot of fun. Another Tarkov video, which is cool. And on this one, Carson asks, perhaps you might like Rust. Continuing to say, it's coming out of early access very soon. Yeah, Carson, I've put some Rust up on my channel. I do like Rust. I liked Rust in the past. I don't really think it's a game that I'd be interested in playing now, especially after playing Escape from Tarkov. Most survival-style shooters don't really, to me, don't really hold much of a candle to Escape from Tarkov right now. Right now, that is. I realize Escape from Tarkov might not be one of those games that carries on for thousands upon thousands upon thousands of hours. But at this point in time, most other survival shooters don't seem to really seem to fit the bill for me right now. But I do like Rust. I can't say I really like what they've done after they moved out of Legacy Rust. I liked Legacy Rust a lot. Like, I loved Legacy Rust. I spent a ton of time in that game, on that one map, memorizing the map, and, you know, just running around building bases and stuff like that with friends. I have a lot of fun. I have a lot of really cool, I have a lot of really good memories, and it was a lot of fun to play that, even though it was in an unfinished state at that point. But while I probably won't be jumping back into Rust anytime soon, I do very much actually like Rust. And as for it coming out of early access very soon, yeah, that's pretty cool. I hope they finally do release. That'd be nice. I do every now and then, very, very seldomly these days. But every so often, I'll go check on their development blog and see what kind of new stuff they have coming out. Right now, the current state of Rust doesn't really appeal to me. I think they went way far away from legacy Rust with the procedural maps and what they've done as far as weaponry and setting up base defenses and stuff like that. I realized what they did. They saw how people were playing the game, and they added content to suit that, which is a fantastic thing for a developer to do. But things like static defenses, like turrets and stuff like that, and having to keep like resources running and generators or whatever they have. I think that's one thing that you have to do there. Like you can set up like refineries or something. I don't really know. I'm kind of speaking about things that I may not be fully well versed in. But yeah, a lot of what they've done doesn't really appeal to me. They went a bit too far from legacy Rust, so I probably won't be going back to Rust anytime soon. Although there's no guarantee that I won't check it out again at some point in the future, because yeah, I like hardcore games. Rust is a pretty hardcore game, and yeah, maybe I'll jump in at some point. But if you do want to check out my Rust content, because I'm not sure, judging by your comment, I'm not sure if you have seen the Rust stuff on my channel, because you're asking if I might like it, and yeah, I definitely do, because I've got a decent little number of videos about it. Go ahead and go to my channel, search for Rust, take a look, and I will put a link in the video description to one particular Rust video that even I go back and watch every now and then. It's from Legacy Rust. It's a long one, but I think it's a really fun video that showcases what Rust was all about back then. And it's just really, really cool stuff, or how I played it back then, we'll put it that way. It's just really, really cool stuff. So I'll put a link to that in the video description. Okay, so I can close that out. That covers Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. We talked about the channel updates there. All right, now, at this part of the video, I would very much like to present you with some closing thoughts. But to be honest with you, I didn't put anything down on my notepad document here about what my closing thoughts might very well be. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and bring this video to a close in the hopes of not rambling very much. And that will do it. Let me know what you folks thought about this video, whether you like it, whether you would listen to more of this kind of stuff, whether you think they should be shorter, maybe they took up too much of your time, whether you think they should be longer, which I don't know. I don't know if I can do shorter or longer. Whenever I do a video like this, I intend to do more of them, but whenever I do a video like this, I intend to just speak into the microphone for as long as is necessary to cover the updates and the comments and closing thoughts generally. That's the idea for now. So however long that takes is what I intend to upload. But still, let me know what you thought about this. And yeah, I think that will do it for this particular video. I do want to close this one out, though, by saying thank you to all of you folks who are still watching. Those who have watched for years since my very first World of Warcraft video. To those who joined in around the Minecraft time or Half-Life. Minecraft and Half-Life are kind of a thing on their own, I think. But, for all of my viewers, new viewers, and all of you long-time watchers, everybody, thank you all very much just for watching, just for being you folks. I very much appreciate the little community that we have going on over here. It's really cool. Okay, and you know what? I might as well say this at this point. If you don't know, and this is something I haven't really spoken about until this video, or I haven't really made an announcement about this or anything. I mentioned it here and there, so obviously it's probably not widespread knowledge at this point. But I do. We do a regular Twitch stream over on Twitch, obviously, where I just play whatever I feel like playing at the time. And the stream lasts for about a couple of hours every Sunday and every Wednesday around 8 p.m. Central. So there is a link to my Twitch channel also in the video description. You can click down there and follow over there, and make sure to have the little notification thing turned on so that you know whenever my Twitch channel goes live, whenever we're actually broadcasting live. And maybe you folks can come join us over there, because we have a very nice little community going on over there, and we have had for the past couple of years. And, it'd be really cool to bring a few more people into that and just, all in all, just have a good time. All right, so that will do it for this particular video. Hope you folks enjoyed this. Thanks a lot for watching, and I will see you folks next time.